Hi, this is JJ here at Once. What you're about to see is some very special content created just for you by the Once family. Art and community are our priorities here at Once. We'd rather be with you in person, but what we can do right now is create virtual experiences for us to all enjoy together. No, it's not the same as being at a live show, but that doesn't mean that it's not a way to enjoy each other's company and entertainment. So, without further ado, a few house notes. The bathrooms are in the back, on the left. No flash photography, please. And as always, no crowd surfing. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everyone. I was a little stupefied for a second because I saw a window of infinite windows of myself just recursing forever into a black hole, and I got a little distracted. Welcome to tonight's theme song open mic. Tonight's theme, just in time for St. Patrick's Day, is temperance. I'm so glad that Aaron shut off the feed with my face on my face on my face on my face because I don't think I have the constitution to withstand an overload of myself tonight. But let's kick things off. So tonight's theme, temperance. I would like to read to you a dictionary definition because that's what we do, right? The dictionary definition is the way to make sure that everybody knows what the word is. Temperance, moderation in action, thought, or feeling, restraint, or habitual moderation in the indulgence of the appetites or passions. Moderation in or abstinence from the use of alcoholic beverages. Well, I do that all the time, so maybe I should moderate my moderation tonight. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to nurse a single shot over the next 90 minutes, during which you will hear from some fantastic Boston area artists on the theme of temperance. So just a quick reminder, here at the theme song open mic and all shows at the Once virtual venue, we don't tolerate harassment for performers. If anybody is getting weird on the YouTube or in the Zoom, do let us know, and we will remove the harassing troublemaker promptly. We have a number of artists, awesome people. As you know, this is a free event. We will be sharing their information so that you can tip them if you like. We've also got their links to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, link trees with many, many baby links residing therein, like peas inside of a pod. And you can go visit them and learn more about them and consume all of their wonderful art. First up tonight, we've got Sarah. You know, last month I asked everybody how to say their name, and I'm looking at Sarah's name and I'm realizing I'm stymied and I never asked her how to say it. Sarah, please introduce yourself and tell us about your experiences as a theater kid and a music teacher.
Well, it's pronounced Moen, like you do to the lawn. Legally, it's also hyphenated with Smith, but we're not going to talk about that right now because that's not my professional name. That's not what my website says. I teach kids and various ages how to sing, play the ukulele, do piano and drums, and I was practically born in the green room of my local theater. Because my mom did music theater, dinner theater, everything theater from 19 to like 2009, I don't know. A long time. So I have a lot of experience living in a theater as well as doing theater. So naturally I had to pick a theater song.
Fantastic. And tell us about your theater song and its intersection with temperance.
Well, it's a little bit obvious. Whereas temperance in its basic mind is self-restraint or restraint. Sometimes that comes into like waiting for something. And that's what this song is all about.
All right, take it away.
All right. Theodosia writes me a letter every day, keeping my bed warm while her husband is away. He's on the British side in Georgia. He's trying to keep the colonies in line, but he can keep all of Georgia. Theodosia, she's mine. Love doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep loving anyway. We laugh and we cry and we break and we make no mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm by your side when so many have tried, well, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. My grandfather was a fire and brimstone preacher, but there are things that the homilies and hymns won't teach you. My mother was a genius. My father demanded respect. When they died, they left no instructions, just a legacy to protect. Death doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes. We keep learning anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make mistakes. And if they're in the light, well, everyone who loves me has died. I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it. I am the one thing in life I can control. I am an inimitable, I am an original. I'm not standing still or running. I'm not standing still, I am lying in wait. Hamilton faces an endless uphill climb. He has something to prove, he has nothing to lose. Hamilton's pace is relentless, he wastes no time. What is it like in his shoes? Hamilton doesn't hesitate, he exhibits no restraint. He takes and he takes, and he gives with it anyway. Changes the game, he plays and he raises the stakes. And if there's a reason he seems to thrive, and so to revive. And god damn it, I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. Life doesn't discriminate between the sinners and the saints. It takes and it takes and it takes, and we keep living anyway. We rise and we fall and we break and we make our mistakes. And if there's a reason I'm still alive when so many have died, I'm willing to wait for it. Wait for it.
All right, let's hear it for Sarah Moen. You can unmute yourselves for the clapping. Clapping's always lovely.
Hey, we love some good Hamilton by a white girl.
I know we must have a lot of Hamilton fans who thoroughly enjoyed that cover. Thank you for bringing it to us. You can check out Sarah Moen in the links that have now been shared in the Zoom and on the YouTube. Sarah is a member of Phantom Ocean, a member of Tales of She, and you can follow her on sarahmoenmusic.com.
Hello.
I heard a hello. Was that the sound of Brooke?
No, that was me.
It was this. I've got my deer in the headlights zoom mode activated. I can only see like 5 tiny people who aren't Sarah, so I'm flustered. But we're gonna get through this together, guys. It's Temperance Night after all. We're gonna moderate our emotional reactions. We're gonna be very calm, and we're going to turn the floor over to Jamie Bogue. And I've got the good fortune of being connected with Jamie Bogue on Facebook, where I've been watching her progress over the past year as she has been diving headfirst into learning and perfecting her guitar and her bass and singing her heart out. Jamie, would you like to tell us a little bit about the song you're bringing us tonight?
Yeah, well, can you still hear me okay? Okay, great. Fantastic. So, Leilani, you kindly publicly called me out that I should perform here tonight, and it was it was really nice of you. And a lot of camp has been people pushing me to do things. But I had to Google what temperance really meant, and I wrote the song like 2 days ago, based off of that, and I got a loop pedal, so I wrote it to play it on a loop pedal.
All right, new tools are always super fun.
Yeah.
So let her rip.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, great. So we're gonna bear with me in my new loop pedal, and we're gonna great. No exception to the rule, not a thing in moderation. Self-control can be so cruel, lead me not into temptation. We could go out for the night and have a drink or two to calm my nerves. You say the time we had was nice, but you can see a way that this could work. Why do I keep putting myself in these situations? Think I've learned my lesson every time and then repeat it. Self-control to stop myself making these dumb decisions. Six continue their destruction unimpeded. It took a short walk back from a long train ride in a cold apartment to make me realize I don't need pain to be an artist. It's what you feel in one bad night to change a life, but it's what you take away that ends up cutting like a knife. Why do I keep putting myself in these situations? No self-control to stop myself making these dumb decisions. Think I've learned my lesson every time and then repeat it. My own mistakes continue their destruction unimpeded. It was only me in control. I only have myself to blame. It was only me in control. What a shame, what a shame. It was only me in control. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. What a shame, what a shame.
All right, go ahead, unmute yourselves, and let's hear it for Jamie Bogue. All right, so as you mentioned, we did like myself and a few others may have pushed you to perform tonight. How do you feel? You feel okay?
I'm feeling as I always do when performing things, which is like shaky but excited. I mean, I haven't really gotten to perform like for people since Ladies Rock Camp in March 2020. So I felt great, and this was so nice. And I'm always like stressed, but then extremely appreciative when people ask me to do things like this. So it was great. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for coming. You've got a little glow, and I think when you have a minute, you should look at the Zoom chat because there's a lot of love hiding out in there for you right now.
Oh my God, is it all for Megan Sutton? Oh my God, and everybody. Oh, that's so nice. Wow, thank you so much, everybody. That's really sweet.
So thank you for coming and bringing the rock. Unfortunately, I cannot recommend you to any of Jamie's band pages.
You actually, can. I actually started a band with my friend recently, and we're called King Vulture, and we're just King Vulture on Instagram. And my personal account where I post covers is just at Jamie Vogue. So on Instagram, I didn't supply those very well.
Type them in the chat. Type them in the chat. And we'll make sure everybody can see them, and then Bridget can copy those from the chat and dump them in the YouTube chat stream, and then everybody will know exactly where to find you.
Ooh,
Jamie,
I just
thank
sent them
so
to you
much.
personally by accident. Thank you so much.
That is okay. I will now dump them in the public chat, and then the whole process that I just mentioned. We don't need to hear it twice. That part's boring. But you know what's exciting? What's exciting is next we've got Keanu Damon, a neighbor of the once physical venue in its last physical manifestation. Keanu does so many things, and right now he's actually gearing up to take submissions for the Weird Local Film Fest. Please give it up for Keanu and tell us a little bit about your song tonight.
Yeah, I wrote this one based on the theme. I also had to look it up and just kind of get back into what that could mean, and I tried to apply it and tried to come up with something a little sing-songy and try to make up some catchy parts. And I haven't done one of these in a while, so getting back on the horse.
Awesome. All right. Let's
You
hear.
ready for me?
I had to do a little typity type because I realized we couldn't see you, but now you are on full screen. So yes, let's hear it.
Let's try it. Thanks very much. I appreciate you. And just let me know if you can't hear the guitar. That coming through all right?
I guess it could be a tiny bit louder. That sounds good.
Better? Thanks so much for your time, and thanks for hosting, and Once Forever, and thank you once, and appreciate you all. And awesome music tonight, everybody.
Budgets on the whiskey and rye. Fell in love with an American brand. Hey, hey, my oh my. You never said you was a drinking man. Can't seem to get a day together now that I'm on the outside of town. Feels like I left something behind, too late to turn around. Road is cold tonight, unexpectedly so. Chicago wind yelling into my ears and shaking around my soul. Let me get one more drag, I had a good time. $30 in my pocket and I'm mostly dry. Radio on my back, a half a bottle of wine. Maybe I'll find somebody from my family line. Can't seem to put a day together now that I'm on the outside of town. Feels like I left something behind, too late to turn around. If Halloween doesn't come this year, I'll still be at your door. If you don't live there anymore, I'll lay low in Georgia. You're not on my mind, said you was a drinking man. You had me fooled, you got that look in your eye. You're walking different with the glass in your hand. You're spending budget on the whiskey and rye. You fell in love with an American brand. Hey, hey, my oh my. You never said you was a drinking man.
All right, go ahead and unmute yourselves. Give it up for Keanu Damon.
Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.
Keanu, you had mentioned when you signed up that you are working on some songs right now, like working on a recording?
Yeah, I am working here. I'll turn down the echo a bit. I'm working on a recording with a little studio called Nothing Productions outside of Boston. They're great, and we're kind of doing a very small video shoot, some recordings, and some different type of music should be coming through. If you check out the Instagram page, I'll be sure to check out all of yours.
All right, fantastic. Thank you so much. Oh, who's next?
Thank you.
Who is next? I'm asking excitedly because I can't find the list. All right, it's Connor K of the Skirts. Connor,
Howdy.
you're the newest member of the Skirts. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, tell us how that happened.
I don't know. Me and Smash are just homies, and we would hang out all the time. Now we live together, and then whenever we would hang out, we would just jam out. We know our like formative musical years were all the same years, and we listened to all the same music. So we just sat on the porch singing like 90s alt rock hits and early aughties alt rock hits for hours, and then eventually I just kind of got absorbed into the Skirts after playing enough like Michelle Branch.
So you're like the toaster oven that got left behind and incorporated into the new batch of roommates' daily schedules.
Yeah.
Well, that sounded kind of insulting. Maybe, I think you better take another millimeter of tequila. It'll make me nicer. Okay, go ahead and tell us about your temperance themed song tonight.
Oh, sure. This is a song I wrote a few months back, just during quarantine. I sort of wrote it about, I found myself out of work with a lot of time on my hands, and I reconnected with meditating, which is something I used to do a lot, but kind of lost track when life was busy. Then when life wasn't busy anymore, I had plenty of time for it. And I used to walk to the Catholic Mount Auburn Cemetery, which isn't the nice fancy one. It's where they buried all like the poor Irish folk. It's sort of like walled off from the nice Mount Auburn Cemetery, but it's really secluded. And I used to just go and sit there and meditate and like listen to the birds and stuff. It was really nice. Anyways, so this song's called Morning Duff, and I hope you like it.
Awesome, let's hear it.
Wonder if it's gonna rain today. I can't head home. Don't wanna be late, so I run. When I show up, I might be unkempt. I wonder if my time better spent alone. I keep jumping and I'm trying to make a splash, but I always find things little lacking. Hope someday I might be content, but my body's tired and my money's spent. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Keep running ragged in this backwards race. I just wanna finish, don't have to place. Please, won't you show me the end? They say it's the journey, not the destination. I just want to find a quiet location in the trees, listening to the breeze. I keep jumping and I'm trying to make a splash, but I always find things little lacking. Hope someday I might be content, but my body's tired and my money's spent. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Think it's time to throw in the towel. I'll just sit right here, listen to the sound of the birds. Ooh, if I see you passing by, I'll say sit right here. Let's have a good time, just you and me, and all we see, that's all there is. Let's be free.
All right, go ahead and
Thank you.
unmute and give it up for Connor.
Woo! Yeah.
Okay, Connor.
Thank you.
All right, and Connor, you've got a massive link tree full of links.
Yeah. Can I post the link I'm most excited about?
Can.
All right. So I just made this today. I'm really hooked on like lo-fi study beats, and I made this like lo-fi study beat based on Same Drugs by Chance the Rapper. And I also made like the looping animation that plays in the background, and I'm really proud of it. So if y'all are into study beats, I just posted it as the YouTube link.
All right, Bridget, I think that needs to go on the YouTube chat stream. All right, Connor, thank you so much. We're gonna take one more artist before intermission. So everybody, please put your hands together. Get ready to welcome Tori Clay to the stage. Where's Tori? Tori, you have a new song for us tonight. I understand you're getting back into your rock roots after a long time away. Did you play as a teen, like a tiny child? I think you're muted. I'm gonna hit the ask to unmute button.
Okay, I'll start again. Sorry about that. No, I said not quite. I never played out until right before the COVID hit, and it all started on a dare for me when my friend's band took a set break and they dared me to play a song, and I thought I'd disperse the crowd for them, but instead they went crazy, and I wound up playing a few. And after that, I just decided to start playing around as a singer-songwriter guitarist, and I've been having a blast doing it.
Awesome. Okay, do you want to tell us about the song you're bringing here tonight? And wait, you also should also mention you're bringing another original, right?
Yes,
Brad, tell us about the song.
pretty much all I do. Well, your theme word temperance drove me crazy. I wrote a verse or two and it was just crap, and I decided, you know what I'm going to do? Because it said in the email, do what you want with it. I'm going to go the opposite. So it's about temperance, but the opposite of temperance, which in my view here is addiction. So this is the first time I wrote a song from the point of view of a malevolent, misogynistic, drug-addled, violent criminal type who gets obsessed with somebody and kidnaps them. And the two important things about the song are that either character can be anywhere on the gender spectrum, and it's up to the listener to decide if I'm describing a drug-fueled dream or real life. I give you, you are my drug. You're my drug. When I saw you pull the rug out from under me, gotta have you. I will own you. Take your soul too. Teach you all you need. You have no voice. Listen to me. You have no choice. I say how things will be. Don't need no food, no money, no clothes. I walk on it, so you better know that I'm hooked on you. I don't know what to do. It's like I'm cooked by you, sitting in your spoon over the flame to ease the pain. Did I get through to you? Yeah, yeah, yeah. These eyes open at a time. I can't hide how you make me inside. I make you say you want me. I'll never let you go. You'll never again be above me. Forget the word no. Don't let me show you what I would do. You can't hurt me. I'll hurt you. Don't need no footwear, no money, no clothes. I walk on air. So you better know, better hooked on you. I don't know what to do. It's like I'm cooked by you, sitting in your spoon over the flame. To ease the pain that I get through to you. You. I won't lose you, I will lose you. Took your shoes, don't you try to leave. I won't let you, I will get you. Nowhere to hide, but I can't see. You belong to me. Starting today, you gotta obey, just do what I say, things might be okay. Don't you try to run away, cause you rule the day. I'll hunt you down, put you in the ground, your body won't be found. You're mine now, you're mine now. You're mine now. You're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine, you're mine now. Mine, all mine, all mine, all mine, all mine now.
All right, let's unmute and give it up for Tori Clay.
All right, Tori.
Tori, that was awesome, and I think that so far you have probably done like the most creative approach to taking a theme and just inverting it on its head. So I gotta say, I love that
I'm
you
sorry,
did that.
the captions aren't on and I'm not hearing what you're saying.
Oh, thumbs up all the way.
What was that, Leilani?
Thumbs up all the way, and
Oh,
I'm so appreciative for the way you inverted the theme.
okay.
All right, if you want to check out Tori, we've got. Wait, Bridget, did you do link duty already?
Um,
Tori, where should we look for you?
well, actually, yeah, I'm supposed to go in a studio soon. The producer fell in love on his dime, and it might be the home studio of a member of one of the biggest bands in the world, although there's no guarantee he'll be there. And also for the summertime, I just booked my first ever full set paid all original show, which will be at the Jungle on June 17th
So
in
they're
Union
booking
Square.
again. All right, I'm gonna add that to the chat. June 17th. Tori, that's June 17th this year, right?
Pardon me?
June 17th this year, 2021.
June 17th.
Awesome. Okay, I'm adding it to the chat. We're just gonna pop that on the YouTube, and we're all gonna know that's where you're gonna be on June 17th. Thank you so much for coming, Tori. We're gonna take a quick intermission, and then we're gonna come back with McNeasy.
America?
Your favorite bands. All online. Show your computer. Grab on your mobile device?
I want my OVV!
Hey you, save our stages. Independent music venues are important. You dug them before the pandemic and you're gonna want them when the pandemic's over. There's a lot of people out of work. There's a lot of bands that aren't being able to do what they want to do. These independent venues need your help. So give anything that you can to those venues, to those artists, and make sure that they make it through this pandemic so we can all meet on the other side.
That's right, save our stages. Thank you. I'm a man of many words.
Like, share,
Subscribe. Subscribe.
Hey, this is Chadwick Stokes from Dispatch and State Radio here at the legendary Once Ballroom. Just wanted to say a quick shout out to Once Ballroom. Places like this, venues like this are the Once Ballroom. Places like this, venues like this are the lifebloods of our community that we are really missing at this time, but they are continuing. You can check out shows. It's still going. It's still going even though we are all shut down. Some things are going, and those are the very things, the music, the arts, that I know I cling so hard to during these times. So check it out, and once again, thank you to Once.
Shopperville. Da-da-da-da-da-da, Shopperville.
Hi, my name is Brandy Blaze, and we're here live at One Somerville, and I also have DJ Livestream with me. Hi! We just got finished performing in this amazing venue, and we just want to take time to thank One Somerville, but also speak about how important art venues are to our art and to us as artists. This is how we reach our fans. This is how we build our fan bases, by getting to perform in these venues. COVID has taken an unprecedented hit on our industry here in Boston, and it's really important that we help to save our stages, save our venues. Please donate what you can. Use the hashtag, tell your friends to save our stages, so that when we come back in 2021, I have a rafter to hang off, because I promised my first show I'm gonna hang off a rafter. Are you gonna hang off too, or what?
Well, yeah, of course, I'm jumping, yeah. I just want to jump in the crowd.
Oh, okay, so we're never getting booked here again.
Donate, thank you.
Donate, use hashtag save our stages, and we love you, Boston.
All right, support.
Hey everybody, we're Kind, and you're watching Once Virtual Venue.
I want my OVV. OVV.
Okay, welcome back to theme song. Tonight's theme, temperance. I'm still kind of really slowly working my way through my shot. You be the judge of whether I've officially drunk yet or not. It is St. Patrick's Day. It's not green. I don't intend to vomit. But I'm gonna moderate my moderation tonight. So next up we have McNeasy, an artist from Charlestown, Massachusetts, who has promised us hot new bars just for us. And I would like it if you could all just give him a warm welcome. And let's see McNeasy. Can you tell us a little bit about the song you're bringing us tonight?
It's really not much of a song. I just put something together on the topic that you sent me, and apparently I took it a different type of a way.
Ooh.
So I don't know if you could tell, you know what I'm saying?
I think that I can. I know we got some tarot enthusiasts in the audience.
I'm sure you do. So I don't have any song backing me or anything, and I'm just gonna go a cappella with it. And here it is. You ready?
Ready.
Trying not to lose my patience in this crazy world. It's hard to tolerate all the hate and bitterness. It feels like I'm trapped inside a maze that I can't escape. Everybody seems a bit deranged. I can't see straight. Staying up late, wide awake. This really seems to be my fate. Only option left is to wait. This life is great. One day I'll wake and be standing at heaven's gate. I've wasted so much of my time sitting back and getting high, sitting around campfires, listening to lies after lies. I failed so many tests. What's the definition of compromise? Looking upwards to the sky, begging to the Lord to show me a sign. I'm mortified. Through the darkest tunnel, I can see a light. Seems like there's been fighting all my life. Break on through to the other side. Can't get my mind right. Someone please give me a helping hand. Explain to me how planes land. Seeing red, living in the times of Judge Dredd. They say that moderation is the key. Between you and me, I watched Moses part the Red Sea to set his people free for freedom. We bleed, eating fruit from a tree, scrolling through the Dead Sea, looking for a break between the passages of time. I've turned water into wine, even guided the blind. Can you press rewind and bring me back to a place of peace and emptiness? Barbed wires arranged to look like picket fences being placed under arrest. Civilians wearing bulletproof vests. The cot I pulled out from the deck just happens to be temperance. From the unseen into the seen and every possible combination in between. Trying to find a better me. My spirit's clean. Can you awake me from this crazy dream? Damning all the souls that speak my name in blasphemy. In the Garden of Eden, even Eve was deceived by the serpent, spoke like he was a sheep, martyred on the cross. Will Mary weep? The stars will fall from the sky, the sun will be dark, and the moon will not shed its light. It's all been prophesied. Now's the time. I'm Magnesium. I am the mastermind.
All right, let's unmute. Give it up for McNeasy. Wow.
Yeah.
Now, when we were doing sound check, a lot of artists gave us a little taste of what they were going to be playing, and you very notably gave us the very simple check, test, and told us you were holding back for the main event. And I got to say, I appreciate the surprise.
Thank you so much.
That was worth the wait.
So I'm doing a show out in Worcester this Sunday at a club called Electric Haze. I guess they have some type of a limit to the amount of people that they're allowing in the place. The venue apparently holds 300 people. They're only allowing 64 people. They sold over 200 tickets to this place. There's going to be probably a lot of angry people outside. I have no idea how it's all going to really work out, to be honest with you.
Well, good luck to you. I hope that it's a show that keeps everybody safe and still manages to rock. If you're appearing, there's no doubt it will. Hopefully not at angry faces, just at a safe, moderate amount of faces.
Thank you so much. And you can check me out at www.mcneez.com.
Thanks again so much for showing up, McNeasy. And next, we've got possibly our first violin of theme song. Please welcome to the stage, Flight or Visibility, aka Raf. And Raf, I'm so excited. We heard the violin at soundcheck, and I played violin as a kid, not because my parents made me, but because I heard it on Sesame Street and thought it sounded like a fire instrument. So I'm so excited for this. Please tell us about your song.
So my explanation of my song is actually baked into the intro. So I was planning to just start playing, but I will say that I'm using the definition of temperance that is about moderation and self-regulation.
All right, let's hear it.
Ever enter an internet space full of negative comments? And you know that if you engage with these negative comments, no good will come of it. But you engage anyway, because without engaging, your silence is violence. Well, this song's for you. Fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse to compose responses. Fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse to compose responses. Fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse to compose responses. Fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse to compose responses. Stand your ground. No. Live your truth. Feel your heart. Listen to the unsaid. Listen to the unsaid. Fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse to compose responses. Fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse to compose responses. Fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse to compose responses. Fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse, fighting the impulse to compose responses. Yes, it was my time. Understanding them. Is it worth my time? Understanding them. Is it productive conversation? Or am I just winning woke points? Is it productive conversation? Or am I just winning woke points? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do
All right, unmute and give it up for Flighter Visibility. Oh my god, Raph, I can't even tell you. Like, I was fighting the impulse today, and I lost. I don't know if it's productive because I turned off the notifications. I just threw in the grenade.
I've been there.
Oh wow! Thank you so much. So if you want to follow Flighter Visibility, you can find them. I know Bridget just did link duty. I know it happened. I'm also very curious because I noticed that your PayPal handle is thegourmetoboist@gmail. Do you play oboe?
I do. I have a degree in oboe, and then I decided that I didn't want to do that, so I went back for an improv degree. You can hear the oboe actually in the new animated music video that was just posted in the chat. I wrote a song about my gender fluidity and the power that we hold when we choose to express our gender fluidity, and that has been linked in the chat, and so you can hear the oboe on that track.
Awesome, and that track is there in the it's in the Zoom chat, which means it will also appear in the YouTube chat. So if you want to know where to find Flight of Visibility's amazing new animated video, go to the chat. Also, I believe we put a link in the event page as well. So if anybody is watching this right now and is like, I'm not gonna go find the chat, I'm not in the Zoom, what are you talking about? You can always go to the event page. We post all of our artist info there. Raph, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It has been a treat.
Thank you for having me.
Of course.
Space.
Next, we're gonna hear from Chris James, a singer-songwriter. Oh, I'm reading the link list as though it is a bio, and I was going to say Chris James, a singer-songwriter who has no spaces. And I realized he was just describing his YouTube URL. But you're gonna see that in a moment. Please give it up for Chris James.
Thank you.
All right, Chris. Glad to have you here. Tell us a little bit about your temperance tune.
Excellent. So this is a song that I wrote, and I was kind of viewing this is sort of a call to temperance. It's kind of it actually originated with a conversation between two people. One of them was me, just sort of trying to curb their alcohol use at the time. And I guess when I think of temperance, I'm thinking of something which you want to be responsible with things that make you feel good and enjoy responsibly. So that is kind of where this song came along. People relating with each other, and it's called "Drive There in My Mind" because it's a person saying we can do this. We're there for each other.
Awesome. Let her rip.
Mirror image facing opposite our truth. Shadowy games that we play, reminiscent youth. So bring me back to my home now. The starlight leads the way. We'll leave this constraint somehow. Wait for another day. I'm not on the outside, babe. I'm down in the middle with you. I feel your pain every time I get a little someday. I can start again. I will be strong. I will be faithful. I can drive there in my blind, holding on, holding on. Coming out like you, thunder underneath my feet. Come and be that chosen desire and have a seat. A man at the edge of his wits cannot suffer another defeat. So climb out from under your sunken eyes, wonder where do we go now? We go. I'm not on the outside, babe. I'm down in the middle with you. I feel your pain every time I get a little someday. I can start again. I will be strong. I will be faithful. I can drive in my mind, holding on, holding on. Not on the outside, babe. I'm down in the middle with you. I feel your pain every time I get a little someday. I can start again. I will be strong. I will be faithful. I can drive in my mind, holding on, holding on, holding on.
Woo! Yeah.
Chris James, everybody.
Yeah.
Give it up. All right, Chris, you are the third person tonight who does have something booked in the real world. Tell us about your gig on April 25th.
Yeah, April 25th at the Newburyport Brewing Company in Newburyport. And they'll be opening in April. They have a large patio, as people might know. So I don't know if they're booking full bands yet, but it'll be me, and I'll be 25 feet away from the audience and everybody else. And so it's a patio outdoors, and yeah, a nice Sunday afternoon. I think 2 to 6 is what I'm playing.
2 to 6. Outdoor sounds lovely. Do you already know about their control measures? They got people like masked at like far apart.
Yes, yeah, they were very specific about the performer had to be 25 feet away from the audience. Everybody, when you're at your table, you can be unmasked, but everybody, if you're on your feet, you got a mask on your face. On feet, mask on face.
All right, I hope they keep to it. I was reading the Electric Haze requirements. They sounded similar. Hopefully everybody plays nice and listens to bouncers. Bouncers are the fine line, unsung heroes. Chris, thank you so much for bringing your song to us tonight. All right, up next we have Megan from Sister. If you don't know Sister, Sister is a local punk rock duo that wears more flannel than two people can possibly wear somehow. I don't know how you managed to break the laws of physics, but that's a lot of flannel.
I have a flannel section of my closet. And most of it is red and black buffalo plaid. So.
That makes my heart feel so cozy and warm, as though wrapped in 50 layers of red buffalo flannel. Please tell us about your song tonight.
So, like McNeasy, I went the tarot route, except mine is reversed. So when you go with the Temperance card reversed, it's kind of an all or nothing kind of vibe, which emotionally and where I'm at right now kind of resonates with me. I broke my ankle on January 1st, so I've been like trapped inside, going slightly insane, so everything feels like it's way too much all the time. So that's what came out of this.
All right, you ready to unleash?
Yeah, so, I mean, if you've ever heard Sister before, yes, we are a punk rock duo. I am long fighting the inner lesbian folk singer inside of me, so that's what's come out recently. So, probably never heard me sound like this if you've seen me before. But yeah, here we go.
All right.
One foot on the ground, one lost in the shallows, land up above and sky below. Wings to take flight, but they bring me nowhere in spite of the road meant to lead me home. It's all or nothing, there's no middle ground. Again and again, the cycle begins. I've been here before, and I'm helpless to stop it. I just hang on as the water creeps in. Maybe one day I'll learn to breathe in moderation. Turn the tide so that I can breathe. Keeping in stride with every complication. Make sure that there's something left for me. No course to plot, don't know where I'm going. These weights in my head are bringing me down. Searching for purpose in every moment. Lost to excess, the balance is thrown. Well, they always say that you can't have it all. It's arrogance to even try. If I stay right here, it can't get any worse. Balance has never been a friend of mine. Maybe one day I'll learn to feel in moderation. Turn the tide so that I can breathe. Keeping in stride with every complication. Make sure that there's something left for me. Maybe one day I'll learn to feel in moderation. Turn the tide so that I can breathe. Keeping in stride with every complication. Make sure that there's something left for me. Something left for me.
Right, unmute, give it up for Megan from Sister. That was decidedly not a loud punk song. This is an original?
Yes.
So many people are bringing their original game tonight. I love it.
I have a friend who's been hosting like monthly open mics, and I've made it my goal to write a song and perform it that day. So
this is what I did for that one, and I finished it literally 8 minutes before the open mic started. So I had a little bit of time to practice it for this one, which was, it definitely went better this time.
Nice. Onwards and upwards. All right, Megan's tip jar info is in the chat, and you can follow Sister at sister_boss on Instagram. Any other place we should be looking for you?
You can find everything there.
All right. Thank you so much for coming, Megan. Next up, we are going to hear from, I forgot to give her a heads up. We are going to hear from Amy Galavis from Linnea's Garden, Crowfollow, Calabaz, and Madame Bruja, and somehow still she found time to come here tonight to the theme song open mic. Amy, I got a question for you. Is this your first solo performance? Because I said it was, and then I realized maybe that's a lie. Maybe I just should have asked her.
When Tim is accompanying me on drums, but this is my first performance singing playing at the same time by myself, kind of thing. It's really nervous.
Well, you are in a friendly crowd, so let her rip. We're excited to hear whatever you got.
Okay.
Wait! Don't let her rip yet, because I gotta ask you, how is this a temperance song? Explain yourself.
The name of the song is Blue Hotel, originally done by Chris Isaac. And when I hear this song, I think of someone who has lived a life of intemperance and has really hit rock bottom and is just directionless, nowhere to go, and just drifting along different hotels. So it's a message about where a life of intemperance can lead someone.
All right, now let her rip.
Okay. Blue Hotel on a lonely highway. Blue Hotel, life won't work out my way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue Hotel on a lonely highway. Blue Hotel, life don't work out my way. I wait alone.
All right, unmute. Give it up for Amy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I never thought I would hear myself say this, but that Chris Isaak cover totally rocked.
Thank you.
All right, Amy's many, many bands are in the links. Amy, is there anything in particular that you especially want us to pay attention to?
So the latest things to pay attention to are the new Linnea's Garden EP that just came out, and the new Madame Bruja single that just came out.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it's right there in the spreadsheet. Tab fatigue. I can't.
You can find those from our Facebook pages, and I think the links will be posted.
Awesome. I can't really blame that on my alcohol consumption because as you can see, it hasn't really crept down very far from the initial point.
You've got to tone it back, seriously.
At least I'm in keeping with the theme. Amy, thank you again for coming. Next up, we've got Christopher Parlin. Chris,
Hello.
I was desperate to stalk down some information about you so that I would be able to like whet everybody's appetite for your appearance, and I got nothing.
No, there's actually one other Christopher Parlin who is another musician in Boston, so it's terribly confusing. We've never met because I feel like the universe will collapse in on itself if that actually occurs. But I'm a music teacher and singer-songwriter. I have currently all the website stuff down for renovations, but doing a lot of recording at the moment. In terms of the song, it was a little bit tricky because I do have a lot of songs about drinking, but trying to find one that had the idea of temperance. This sort of ends with a type of forced temperance for the song's protagonist, and also it's kind of at the end an approximation of an Irish ballad, so doubly appropriate for today. But yeah, it's called The Night of the Accident, and this is it.
All right, take it away.
On the night of the accident, the last words I heard were something akin to, I can't let you into this establishment, sir. And then it all went to blur. It was a kind of experiment, at least at the start, to gauge how much damage one person could manage to inflict on their heart before it all fell apart. Because despite the pills and powders, the voice in my head just grew louder, screaming more. I still need more, I'm so bored. It's not enough, I need more. Until I landed on the floor upon the night of the accident. On the night of the accident, what's etched in my mind are rats in the gutters as I vaguely muttered, artsy that I find I can be with my kind after abandoning you and your miserable friends. The bromides and backslaps and prestige TV recaps, it just had to end, so I began my descent. And as the darkness slowly festered, I took on the role of court jester, dancing, prancing through the streets in a haze, a sadly comic display of a life in disarray upon the night of the accident. I suppose it occurred to me somewhere between the 5th and 17th drink. It appears I'm the only one here who is gripped by the fear that my identity is starting to shrink. So I ran till I was halted in a moment of madness, and then I froze and turning up my head to the skies, started screaming and stomping my feet so loud it drowned out the shrieks of the car as it slammed into my side. In a soap opera scene at a hospital bed, you squeeze my cold hands as you tearfully command that I cannot be dead, and I fill up with dread for the thing I was running from all of this time was you and the terror of staying together, a future so sullen and grim. Now you can't be severed, now this is forever, and with no control of my voice or my limbs, from all earthly pleasures. I'm locked here in permanent abstinence. After all but exhausting them, after paying the cost for them, on the night of the accident,
Unmute and give it up for Chris Parlin.
oh. Thank you, thank you.
Chris, I got a little sad.
Oh, well, no, it's not supposed to be too tragic at the end. Character just a bit.
I mean, it was awfully tragic. Now, I understand all of your websites are down for maintenance. Where could a person spot you in cyberspace before the world opens for business again? Do you do a lot of these open mics? Streaming?
Guy, this is actually my first dip back into it, but I do have an album up on Bandcamp. That's chrisparlon.com. That if you feel so inclined, it is free. So check that out.
Awesome! I just threw it in the chat, and oh, someone remembers you from The Lizard.
I believe that is is that Dan? Yeah. Oh, Sophia. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a while. I certainly miss it.
Yeah, it's well. Thank you for coming. I mean, that was awesome. I had a thing I wanted to ask you, and now I can't even remember what it is. But we have the internet. We have the internet.
It's back, yeah.
Even if your stuff is down for maintenance, we have email. We have all that stuff. God damn it, this is gonna bother me for a long time. But so glad you came. Thank you for joining us tonight. We've got one more artist, just one more. It's gonna take us out. And I gotta say, I've been so impressed by how many people, even though we explicitly say people may play a cover, choose to write a song for this event. It just blows my mind. And I'm so happy when it happens. Next up, actually, if anybody here is another avid open micist, you may recognize our next performer. I myself know him because of IRL open mics. So let's give a warm welcome to Dan Russo from Free at Home.
Hello. What is going on, friends? How are you guys doing? And yes, Chris, I actually do remember you from the Lizard Lounge, and that's awesome. As soon as you started singing, I was like, oh yes, I know that voice. You're great.
Oh, thank you so much, Dan. Good to see you.
Sure.
Dan, I gotta ask. Maybe you were gonna tell us anyway, but I noticed you're wearing a kilt or something like it.
I am, and so I have a kilt. I own a kilt. I bought it a couple years ago, and as a teacher in an all boys school, I feel like it's my sworn duty to wear my kilt on St. Patrick's Day for multiple reasons. One, to kind of like promote the fact that being Irish is not just about drinking, and there's culture and history and music and everything behind it. But also, I kind of like the fact that my kids come in and they're like, "What?" And then some of them are a little more conservative than you would think, but I appreciate the reactions and the fact that it's quickly normalized within the next 30 seconds. So I feel like I don't know, it's hopefully one of those kids that kind of go on in the future and go, oh no, it was cool for Mr. Russo to wear a kilt on St. Patrick's Day, maybe I can too, or whatever. So that's I wore a kilt to my wedding, and I think they're neat. So
I'm with you. Kilts are pretty neat.
Yeah.
Tell us about your song.
So my song is actually another original. I wrote it a little bit ago. I didn't write it for the show, although I feel like with a little more time and a little less grading, I probably could have written a song for the show. But it's actually written about a time that I was sitting at the Burren with Hugh McGowan, and he's bartending, and he's like, "You want another drink?" And I'm like, "No, I can't. I have to go home." And that kind of it's not the driving force behind the song, but it's kind of a nice kind of memory to have, especially now. So that's what I got. It's in boots, and it's about hanging out in the burn with friends. And I'm on my phone, of course, so I'm not actually a lefty, in case you're wondering.
Let's hear it.
Frank came up from Brooklyn to play a couple songs. Heard I go see him sit there and drink alone. I don't think I was wrong. And then this college cover band showed up at the bar, played a pre-distressed ride out the box guitar. And I asked myself if they even know who they are. I love the conversation and I love the show. I love another Guinness, but I gotta go. Magazine. Judas, he was nowhere on the pages in between. Happy I'm on it. I joined the congregation, then I joined the foster, kind of like a liar. They said I was his man. I love the conversation and I love a show. I love another Guinness, but I gotta go. Middle of a breakdown and I think it's better. Remember if I'm playing the Continental, way South Conference I have things I have left to say. Running out of people to say it to anyway. Either way, please tell me it's gonna be okay. Okay. There were a bunch of girls there in their jeans and boots. The guys thought they were pretty cute. Some of the girls did too. I thought that was pretty cool. Said I love a conversation and I love a show. I love another Guinness, but I gotta go.
All right, let's unmute and give it up for Dan Russo.
Thank you.
Dan, I think your phone had a little trouble keeping up with you, but like it is a testament to the sheer power of Dan Russo that we could still totally tell what you were playing.
Oh no!
Thank you. No, it was good. Your phone
right.
was just.
Oh,
I couldn't keep up. What can I say? We've got the flavor of Dan Russo has permeated even the harshest impermeable plastic. Permeated the impermeable. That's lazy writing. This is why I shouldn't drink. Look, I'm destroyed.
No,
Look at all this.
Or is that like the time maybe you should have drank more?
I think I've had an entire eighth of a teaspoon, and it's
Oh my
not
good
agreeing
God.
with me.
Can I give one shout out real quick though? That Three at Home has a new record just came out called Playlist Not Record, and that's on all the streaming services, and it's on Bandcamp. It's 3athome.bandcamp.com. And also, every Sunday, I do a singer-songwriter interview on Under the Covers, which is WEMF Covers on Facebook. Formerly, WEMF does not exist anymore, but the radio show does, and we are on our 22nd Sunday, coming up Sunday. We've had people from Germany, England, Chicago, California, Zoom in, hang out and chat with us, and it's really cool. And if anybody who is a musician wants to get on it, we are now booking in June, which is so bonkers, but very cool. So,
Dan, what's the email address people should use to contact you if they want to be on Under the Covers?
It's WEMFcovers@gmail. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I
just want to. I really, really owe a shout out to the people who showed up tonight, who are teachers, like Dan, like Sarah, like Chris Parlin, not that other Chris Parlin. And I want to take a moment to call Raph from Flight of Visibility back to the stage, because Raph, you also do some teaching, and I want you to share what you offer with the world.
Hey, so yeah, thanks for asking. I am the events coordinator at a little community arts and events space in the South End called Makeshift Boston, and we're mostly closed right now, but we have two programs that are running. One is through a group called Solidarity Supply Distro, and they have free groceries every Monday at 4:30. No questions asked, no documents needed. So if you need food, go there at that time. We're also about to have a community fridge in front of our building, which is super exciting. The other program that happens there is the School of Arts and Social Justice. We are currently in between semesters right now, but basically it's anyone from the community can apply to teach a class, and the class should be somewhere in the intersection between arts and social justice. So for example, last year we had someone do a class on vocal projection and diction while wearing a mask. We had someone else do a class on like what is a trauma porn narrative in the arts and how can we avoid them. And so things like that are really what we're looking for. We have some grant funding. I'm working on getting more at the moment. I'm hoping to run another semester of 10 classes. All of them will be online, even if things reopen, just to maximize accessibility for people who were homebound before the pandemic, and also to maximize accessibility for parents who might need to hire childcare if they were going to come in person. So that's our plan right now. Thanks for asking me to plug it.
Anytime. Thank you so much for being here and being available. We are on. We only ran 3 minutes late. That is fantastic. I call that a win. 9:34. 4 minutes late. I call that a win. That is fantastic. We have tempered our need for punctuality with our need for living in the world and offering people services that they need. Raph, thank you so much, and thank you to all of our artists tonight for coming out and turning. Geez, guys. This was great. I mean, this might be the eighth of a teaspoon of Dwayne Rock Johnson tequila talking, but I mean, that was fucking awesome. If anybody is looking forward to our next open mic, I just want to let you know it's going to be on April the 20th. It will be a Tuesday. It will again be at 8 p.m., 7:30 for performer sound check. And we will be sending out the event link as soon as we have it. We will also be adding it to the information in tonight's event link. So if that's all you've got, you can still go there and find it. And I am delighted to announce that in the spirit of giving people a little more time to prepare, a little more something to talk about when they promote their open mic appearance, I just want to tell you right now that we already know our April 20th theme for your songs is going to be songs to smash to. Interpret that how you may. I was speaking with the other organizers about perhaps an aggression themed event, and I think this leaves a little more room for interpretation. Room for interpretation is always good. Songs to smash to here, April 20th, Tuesday. See you then.
Once Somerville started unexpectedly. In 2014, my locavore catering company, Cuisine en Locale, rented an old event space with a kitchen.
It was early in winter.
We discovered by accident that our ballroom and lounge both have great sound, and we started booking pop-up performances. One-night creative events, aka Once. In short time, we were operating as a 2-room, 411-person safe and inclusive venue. We hosted so many amazing bills with local and touring bands and performers, sometimes 7 nights a week. We worked hard to make the best experiences we could, and our friends kept showing up and bringing their friends. COVID closed our doors on March 12, 2020. Once Somerville, the physical space we all love, went dark. In May, we started a once virtual venue, streaming performances to stay close to our community until we could be open again. We've hosted premieres, listening parties, dance nights, interviews, and variety shows. We're down, but damn it, we are not out. We're going to do whatever we can to continue to produce shows through our once virtual venue, the OVV. With your patronage, we can continue to produce our special programming with the goal of paying artists and staff and helping us all to bridge this transition together. We would love any support you can offer. A like and a share of our OVV YouTube channel. Buying something from Shopperville, our virtual merch booth. Make a gift through Venmo or PayPal, or best of all, subscribe to one of our Patreon membership levels. We're offering special content and access, discounts and merch items. Mostly, right now, we're asking you to join us and stay with us on this journey. We miss you, and you rock.